Alright, hey there. Playing the first round of the single elimination bracket portion of the Dark Ages mixed tournament. I did end up coming out of the group stage in the number one seed, thanks largely to valiant efforts by Aku, because E Honda was definitely threatening that. What that means is essentially I have first player advantage for the remainder of the tournament until I'm dead or I win, I guess. So these are best of 5 matches. And so, anyway. Yes, I agree. This is certainly a kingdom. And I have to look at it. Because it's, gosh, there's just so much. You'd like to get your peasant line going, of course. Which would tend to indicate probably like a bonfire opening, though you could also get one of the $4 trashers or forager or something. Exorcist doesn't look great here, probably. Doesn't look that compelling, and Vampire also doesn't look that compelling. But most everything else potentially does look like it can do stuff for you. So I just have to figure out the opening. Which will be peasant and then some sort of either trash buying the bonfire or buying a forager. Since it doesn't really matter, I can go ahead and buy the peasant. I'm not going to take one of the $4 ones, although it wouldn't be unreasonable. Going to go ahead and do the bonfire so that the peasant can't miss shuffle. And then here probably pick up a forager. I guess it can miss a shorter shuffle, but like it's real nice to be able to play the peasant on turn 3, which didn't happen for me, but that's life. We'll see if he got it. He also whiffed it, so we're even in that respect. This might be double peasant for me. Not sure. So far we're getting pretty similar draws. I have to think now. Obviously, double peasant is like a really heavy terminal thing. Like incredibly heavy. Given the number of cards we've trashed, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Couldn't just be another bonfire, to be honest. I mean, at some point you have to buy cards, but that point doesn't necessarily need to be now. This could be double peasant. It's not crazy. This is unfortunately one of these boards where you get down to a hand of 5 and then you have to actually start thinking, which I don't like doing. Because how you play these turns can make a pretty wild difference on what the outcomes look like. Like, I can't have 5 here, so I'm going to have 4, so it can either be... and then I'm going to have a fugitive on the next turn, and even fewer cards, so, like... I mean, not necessarily fewer if I buy 2 cards, but... Somehow you have to add some of the actions, because you need disciple targets, and then you need token targets, though you can, of course, pick some of that stuff up further on. So we're basically mirrored, I think, so far exactly. Which means, in theory, probably with perfect play from this point, I am guaranteed to win. But that's not really a thing. And this first soldier hit doesn't matter because he has 2 estates, so it doesn't really affect him in any way. Challenge here, of course, is that next turn I won't even have 4, I'll only have 3. Unless I buy a silver, then I could have it. But I could buy copper. I don't think I'll do that. He's also going to attack me, which will be potentially worse. It's quite strange, actually. So I don't really have disciple targets at this stage, so for the turn following this, and of course just getting a fugitive, I mean then I would only have 2 next turn. That's not that bad, I guess. I guess I could buy a mining village now, which is a bit underwhelming. Will I even be able to hit 3 next turn? It's not guaranteed. It's quite strange. My village line looks like then the next turn we'd have fugitive. We would be able to buy a peasant the following turn. It's going to be so long before we get another 4 that I feel like I have to. I'm not exactly sure how to make this work. Like, I have to play the fugitive. I guess it's just discard 1, so it just doesn't matter. And then it's got to be a peasant buy. May disciple the peasant actually on the following turn. Depends. I'll have to check money, but this is going to be really goofy. I think maybe over trash before you want some sort of 5 so that you're either. Well, you'd be hard pressed to actually get the Tragic Hero to activate, but not totally in love with the play. Obviously, we're very clean, very fast, but feels like probably missing something towards bootstrapping faster. Watchtower, I mean, you're not going to have that many buys, so that's probably not that great, but it can be nice with Triumph. CV follows, or decides to go for the peasants quicker. He just follows. At least that turn it wasn't. I don't think really ambiguous what I want to do. Or either of us, to be honest. I'm sure at some point we'll deviate, but whereabouts that will happen isn't clear to me. I'm thinking here silver. That's pretty unimpressive here. Watchtower is not bad either. Question is, like, what does a silver get me? What does any of it get me? Could be another peasant. I mean, we could just try to play the peasants faster. Definitely be very sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you didn't draw a Disciple on Mining Village, which would happen if... What would be really sad would be if the Mining Village was bottom decked. Adding anything can cause that, though. Though it'll be sadder, I guess, if it's a peasant. I'm going to just go for it. So we ended up okay. And we'll be able to play all this garbage. Even the Forager for $1. So he opts to take the Mining Village. So this is our first Hopefully this means I get like 4 disciples. Probably not that many, but 3 at least. On top of whatever else. So we're going to need everything. We're going to need tragic curate, we're going to need priest. I can maybe start triumphing some. It's still expensive. Yeah, I think this is what I want. I guess there's this priest watchtower thing too. It's buys that you need a lot of. Basically. At some point you can generate pretty massive amounts of money just by playing a couple of priests. But you'll lack buys. Or what you'll lack is buys, probably. Anyway, this is all okay. I'll keep that. Yeah, I think this is good. Ideally, you want to probably... His soldier's going to help me here. I hope he plays it twice. I don't think I really want to trash any of this stuff, so... I guess this turn is guaranteed to be okay at this point. We won't be able to top deck stuff. We're going to have to play the Watchtower, but... Well, that's not yet guaranteed, actually. I could have the Fugitive top decked, and then I think can still draw most everything. Potentially. So he bought that stuff. So the decks are actually still extremely similar. I just have a bit of a jump on him as far as that stuff goes. Okay, so I need to play the Watchtower now. I should play the Fugitive. This also is the has the potential to help him, and more so even than mine did. I mean, well, it didn't matter. One was enough for mine, but I guess mine was still pretty much guaranteed with no discard as well. because I was going to draw 2 cards and then, yeah. I don't think it mattered. So, obviously that is safe. I need to do some thinking about the disciple gain, so I'm going to get up to 1. I'm going to get an additional disciple here. And he'll get 1 the following turn. And I'll get 2 the next turn after. I think I just want everything up. Trying to figure on what to pair this stuff with. I mean, we're going to reach this point where we can overdraw and gain stuff as we go around. Vampire feels like it's just going to be a little slow to me. We can't go peasant, something else. So it's got to be like peasant mining village or peasant hunting party. I mean, you could do peasant watchtower, I guess, but I don't think that's all that important. Just thinking through this all. I am playing incredibly slow. We will need tragic heroes, of course, at some point, too. I mean, we could go peasant watchtower. It's just a little risky. Well, we're going to have fugitives, so it's not that risky. It's just a little bit risky. Two fugitives, 3 mining villages, 2 disciples. There's actually not that many stop cards. It's also not too important here to be able to do, say, disciple. That's not really that big of a deal. You can just do one of them and do the other one. I guess this will be the turn where I can get my teacher. We'll have to watch for piles eventually, but we're not really there yet. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? We probably won't be able to play the Forager this turn. I mean, we could if we want to trash one of the Watchtowers, but I can't decide yet. I can't decide yet if I want to try and disciple which thing I want to try and disciple, I guess. I'm going to get a priest this turn, I think. We're going to have money. We don't need that much money, but we need some money. Which could indicate discipling soldier, I guess. Alright, I'm going to count now. And if we're not worried about top decking stuff, we can also potentially just do play the Watchtower out of hand. But that doesn't seem that great. So 9 would be pretty good to get Tragic Hero Priest. As far as money targets go, so the Disciple on Peasant gets $3. 5. Okay, but Disciple on Soldier doesn't really do much better as far as that's concerned. So 9's not in the works, but Priest is possible. Though Priest we just have as is, so we could just take another mining village and buy Priest. I don't know if 8's possible. We do 3, do 5, 6, 7. It looks like 6 or 7 are my money is 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it's just 7 straight up. 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 3, 4, 7. What am I missing that? Like playing the soldier doesn't, or discipling the soldier doesn't actually give you additional money. Is that what I'm missing somehow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it's just 7 either way. Do I want a peasant though? And the additional buys to do potentially nothing with. Sorry, I'm playing so slow. I'm going to say that I want the peasant. And then I have to decide here if there's anything nice to do. And probably there's not. I don't know that getting the additional thing helps that much. Okay, could start trashing curses if I wanted. I don't want. 7 doesn't look better to me than 6. I think I'm going to go priest peasant and just have a bunch of terminals, I guess. Could be another watchtower, I suppose. Okay, so I do want a teacher now. And I probably don't want both of those to be soldiers. May not want any of them to be soldiers. I don't know that attacking them like this really helps that much. The only thing that would be nice would be, I guess, moving things into a fugitive later on. I guess I just botched that. I thought I did it. I don't know. I think that's what I had it set to. Now we are kind of rapidly approaching the 3-pile situation. I guess it's got to be that. He doesn't have another soldier, does he? Maybe he does. Yeah, this has got to be that one. I guess the big thing for me is just that I'm going to be able to get the teacher down first. and possibly put buys on mining villages and just finish. I may have to score some, depending on what he does exactly. But so I have 3 gains from. I think in theory, if all the disciple plays were on peasants, and I still drew everything, I think I could probably finish, but I don't think they can all be on peasants and me draw everything. I don't think money's really the issue. We'll see what he lowers here. I played this so slow. I hate these games where it's like, I don't hate them, but I don't like donate. I don't like games where you get down to a fixed like hand and then you're supposed to like know what to do your next 3 turns or something. There's just like the most stressful Dominion games, and they're just like impossible to do satisfactorily. So I could easy dud here. I'm going to draw 3 cards, but I need to find a Watchtower of Fugitive, basically. I mean, there's more cantrips in there, but could very, very easily dud. He's gotten a Tragic Hero. He didn't get a Priest, so his money output is somewhat limited. Though his Tragic Hero can, of course, do some stuff with regards to that. My hand where I didn't get a teacher was actually better than this one. I wonder if it probably also is like sensitive to which disciple I exchanged as well. I bet, as far as the shuffle. I don't know what all would go into changing it, but I bet that's something that could. Okay, so he's moving up to soldiers. So that's going to make the pile out pretty impossible here. Okay, I'm rescued due to my draw here. I don't think he can put out 11 buys on his turn, though I certainly will be able to on my turn. I'll probably just take Tragic Heroes and like Hunting Party maybe. Alright. Let's get the last of these. Sure. Priest next would be ideal. I could also wait. Like if Priest is the next card, then it would be better for me to go ahead and draw this, but I'm going to need to score, I think, a little bit. I don't want him to finish. I feel like that's pretty hard. There are more peasants than there are priests down in here, so this is a little bit more likely. Okay, I don't know what I missed, but something. Okay. So I could triumph here. Which may be okay. That would probably look like Tragic Hero Triumph. That seems reasonable. I don't know if I want to top deck it or not. I may just want to top deck a Watchtower, to be honest. He's going to attack me a couple times. Hopefully this doesn't give him a pile out, but I don't think I need the buys from that. You can't trash... Wait. Can you trash it? Oh yeah, I think you can. Never mind. I wasn't sure for some reason if you'd... Okay, so I want the disciples. And I want the peasants. And I want... Well, the fugitive can't exchange anyway. Wait. So it's a disciple on top. Alright. See what he can do. I don't think he can finish it, but I think he'll lack buys. I could have gone Tragic Hero, Watchtower, Bonfire, and only be, or not Bonfire, Triumph, and only be a couple dollars in debt. And maybe that would have been better. Because I had 10. I guess it would have been $3 in debt if I had done that. But okay. I guess he can just triumph as big as he can. Whatever that happens to be. If he can do 4 triumphs or something, that'll be pretty good. I don't know exactly how much money he has, but if he's going to play both of them, it's going to be Disciple Priest, but I guess if he only plays one, I can wait and see. Okay, that's pretty nice, actually. Okay, he didn't have that much money. Oh, he didn't have the actions for it either. To play his other soldier. Yeah, this is totally fine. I can finish off this one. Well, I probably can finish off this one. Because I don't need that many buys. Something like... Well, we'll see what he lowers, but... Okay, so he lowered his states. That's fine. He put a peasant back. That's also fine. I guess the bigger thing for me is buys than money, probably. I have to think. Like, obviously, I can play the priest now. But also, I could wait to try and find a disciple to play on the... I mean, if I'm going to have the money for it, which I don't need that much, right? I only need $12 plus something. It's another 10, only a little less and maybe a little more, something like that. $22 or something. The advantage, of course, playing the priest also is getting a card out of hand. I guess it would suck to be short buys. How many mining villages did I have? I think 6. I need to probably disciple another one to get it. Sorry, I gotta count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it was 6. That's 7. With the may also be quite good to disciple a priest, but this is only a $2 difference. That's what I'll end up being short. This is quite interesting. I can't disciple the priest at this stage. This may not be right, but this should be okay, I think. Okay. So now we just need to empty the estates and the peasants. And I've got enough money for 5 actual triumphs, right? Just making sure it's enough points. Alright. Oh. I knew as soon as I hit it that I think. What is it? How many points is it? 48 plus 24. It's not. I mean, if he can empty all of them. And I don't have, I don't have it in the next hand. And he can keep returning peasants, I guess. I mean, yeah, whatever. I don't know if that he'll be able to buy all those things and keep his deck running. Not with the plus action token on the mining villages and him just trashing one. Oh, trashing all of them, I guess. That seems unlikely. But he could extend it a few more turns. Well, that was weird. I'll try to be more vigilant the next time I exchange my travelers. I knew as soon as I clicked that button. Alright, let's roll another kingdom. Yeah, I don't know. At least more threat, I don't know. He didn't have. He didn't have that much stuff at that point. So I think it would have still been difficult. Welp. Okay, this is a goat. And horn board. Plenty of actions and some draw. I guess I can play an Ironmonger and maybe trash Hovel and OE next turn, or Hovel and Neck, or just Hovel and Copper is fine too, of course. I mean, I guess I would play in the Silk Merchants, not the Ironmongers, but some amount of market square is good to get like a gold, but you really don't want that many. I'll probably open plan on Silk Merchant. That seems reasonable-ish. If you buy Market Square, there's like a 1 in, I guess, 6 chance that you get a gold right then and there. Gotta think, though. I think, where do you want to head first here? I mean, it's mostly about draw and trashing as per usual. Alright, I'm going to try it just because it's what occurred to me. It might be not great. can... This is okay. Potential for a ghost gain, I guess, this next turn. Ghost is okay here. He got a ghost. So I could get the ghost here, or I can save a token and just trash hovel, which seems fine. This is kind of sad. This will be in... I don't know what it should be for me, to be honest, actually. He gets a hop. I could get a hop. That's really nice for him there. Probably just play everything here. I'm only going to be able to get a 3 with the horn, I think. If I do the thing I'm thinking about doing. He can gain like an 8 almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he can gain an 8. Oh. I counted one of the silk merchants twice. Or one of the coppers twice, something like that. I'm real good at counting. So... yeah, I'm just gonna have not the best hand ever. I know I'll be able to get a 4. Okay. Now I can play the necro. I mean, it's a reasonable trash target too, but pretty nice to actually get a maybe it's not that nice. I should be pretty lost here. He's going to be able to ghost a silk merchant again. He could mess up for sure still. I am glad that he's leaving one silk merchant for me. You also don't have to decide on the first Silk Merchant play, though. Okay. So it's probably not unreasonable to get a market square. I'm a little thinner than him, I think. But he's like drawing it all, so it's not a big deal. The market square gain isn't so appealing if... I mean, what are my uniques right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Potentially, Ghost is a little iffy. The timing may not work out in your favor. Depending. So this could be Ironmonger, Pixie, or Market Square, I think, realistically. Mining Village. Could be banned. I don't know that the token spend is really worth it here, but Pixie, of course, has some potential upsides with Earth's Gift, which I don't think has gone through yet. I think the gold is probably just not worth it. I guess I could buy a second Pixie. Maybe he'll let me do that. This, of course, just increases the chance of hitting Pixie, which is not maybe exactly what you want to hit, but we're both going to draw deck pretty easily. I might be able to win the hop split. We do need some uniques. Are all his Pixies gone? He still has one. Okay. Beginning date is not maybe mandatory, but it probably is good. The way this is working as far as like the beats, probably the turn I want to hit 8, my Ghost will not be in play. So that's not perfect, but not much you can do. I guess he has Spice Merchant on top or something. He didn't play anything. I have 3 hops, so if I gain 3 more, I do win the split. The problem is that taking the split will probably push the piles too low. Seems pretty likely to push the piles too low. I don't think he has to worry about piles. But he basically just needs to worry about like gains. Or not gains, about just having some threat. Band is good. I will get some bands for sure. Okay. Question is, will I get back around to these things if I do both of them? I mean, I guess the answer to that is yes, I definitely will. It'll just cost me some villagers, potentially. Well, I mean, not that many. So this could be a market square or mining village. I think I like a mining village. Okay. That was all quite good. Maybe market square would have been alright. Anyway, he only has 3 horns. He didn't get a lot of horns. I'm not sure on this, actually. I guess it's probably okay. Maybe a goal or a whatever would have been better. Oh, whatever. This doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, I didn't have to spin any villagers, so that's cool. I am surprised he didn't go harder on the... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Surprised he didn't go harder on the... horns. I'm not going to draw as much either. I need to keep that in mind. I did overdraw some, but I'm not going to draw as much because I won't have the ghosted thing. At the same time, I can make him sort of scared, I guess. Well, that's not really that much threat. I don't have money, so... Is there a way to get money? I mean, I'm at 5. I have lots of buys, that's not the issue. I could have had a gold here. This could be very bad. The really bad thing would be not finding ghost at all. Anyway. Pretty reasonable good chance of dudding at this hand. I don't think he can like finish. I don't know, maybe he can. Maybe he can gain a spoils or something. I don't know. It looks like he can, I guess. I didn't calculate his stuff out, so that's okay. It was looking not great for me. I mean, I could if I'd just taken a band instead of one of the horns, that wouldn't have been available. So that was alright, so good finish for him. He just had a lot more he had a lot more coffers left for one, but just more money left in deck too. I mean, there's no reason at that point. I mean, it was just a bad play. I mean, there's no reason to give him the open opportunity to finish. You can still force them to try and to have to do something on their next turn to count. They give them a chance to make a mistake or whatever. Yeah, I guess you're just going for page swashbuckler here. The only question is whether you play on page isn't great for my hand because then you are doing the OE for your trash. I mean, you don't have to do the OE, but you probably do want to buy 2 or 3 pages here. So, well, couple anyway. Which means you can wait on your OE if you want. Vampire may be worth it here. There's a lot of different things you can do for payload, so I mean all gold related, but I guess I'm gonna go planned page. I don't mind even buying like a third one. 5/2 would be pretty good here. Replace would be a nice opening. Or vampire. But I can cycle further, I can just wait. I probably need a raise now. Tell me about it, am I right? The economy. I could buy a market square. I don't know how you hit. Well, I guess you hit 5 with your other parts of your page line. Is a reasonable way of doing that. This was nice. Raises with raises with necro in the next one, so that's pretty good. Market square, whatever. I mean later, but it's nice to trigger with these guys out of the shuffle. I'm not really watching. I should watch his turns. Gets another market square, okay. That's fine. Just one silver, that's okay. I could trash again here. Or I could take my market square now. Hopefully we hit 5 here and can buy a swash. Well, maybe buy hunting party first. Because in theory you can buy vampire first, but that seems slow. And you stop attacking, so good draw from me. I hate his warrior, which is cool for me. I think I won the last game I had my warrior hit. Or at least I was competitive, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we'll wait on promoting that page. I'm not not sure exactly what plan page did for me, but I mean, I don't know what that has to do with the thing, but I do have fewer coppers, I think. I could just trash another copper. I don't really need another market square yet. Well, it would be okay. Let's go with the trashing. Dream here is to find the raise. This is okay too, though. You get replaced first, or you get swashbuckler first? If he doesn't draw his warrior in hand, I maybe... Oh, he gets to decide if he's reacting. And then I'll just be all up in the swashbuckling. Oh, I guess I forgot to tell him GG. I mean, it was a nice little board, that last one. I liked it a lot. Actually, all these have been okay. I mean, obviously here he got sad times with the warrior, but... Okay. So, this one also had plan, which apparently I'm just buying plan a lot this time. I haven't looked at the rest of it, but... Ooh, advance. That's always cute. Recruiter. No, I guess I'll look at the board. So the only, like, big draw is Madman, because there are some, like, wheel spinny things you can do with Recruiter, and the cards that gain stuff back from the trash. But oh, Imp, never mind, and Imp. So Madman and Imp, and then there's Recruiter for, of course, trashing and lots of actions, and there's some synergistic things with trashing expensive stuff that you can gain back, I guess. I don't know if you end up actually doing that much of it. But I guess it's there. No shelter, so advance isn't so important here right away, though you may have opportunities to use it selectively. I don't know, you're not going to have a lot of buys, so that makes it a little harder. It is possible to just gain stuff here and basically have a cycle of madmen. At least in theory, because you can regain hermits from the trash. And then probably you can feed silvers that you're forced to gain eventually to like recruiter and gain stuff with hop. So you can do that. I don't know, like how much of that you want to do, but I gotta think here if I want to do the plan opening again. I'm leaning towards it. I mean, it seems fine. You can do other stuff too, but so you do need a rogue eventually. You need a recruiter. I'm just all about the plan today. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I get it, but I don't like it. I understand what he's going for. I still don't really like it that much, but maybe he will prove me wrong. These draws aren't great. Maybe it'll work already. He probably has one of the runes in hand and he's going to advance into a recruiter. Nope, never mind. Didn't happen. My plan, I really wanted to trash coppers with plans. So in general, this is not really doing what I wanted it to do, but it is still speeding me up a little bit. But it's not like my dream outcome by any stretch. His deck's real big right now. So that's not the best thing ever. I have to think here about what I would like to try and gain. At some point you want madmen for sure. This is a little bit sad. Well, I can advance it, right? Yeah. That's okay. The next turn is like 5 coppers. That's alright, actually. And this will be a hop, I believe. Could be a second recruiter, but I think I like a hop. Maybe I don't. Let me think. You can also gain like some ruins and advance them as you're going along here. Let me think. This is not perfect. Hopefully Mad Men is coming up soon. I'll buy another recruiter here. He may get a hop now. Not sure. Okay, this should be pretty good. I can play the imp and play the madman. We'll be moving a little bit. Okay. We need to get a something. We need to get a something. That much I agree on. So I can advance this, or I can get... I need a rogue for sure. So I can either choose to advance this hermit or get a second madman. Probably second madman's a little better. Okay. This has got to be either a second hop or a rogue or a recruiter. All right, there we are. This is going to be interesting. If I can save a madman, I will. I may gain a... If I can play and gain, I may try and get... I just need one rune so that I can do the... we can imp again, so that'll help. I don't know if he has any hermits in deck now for the next turn. So that may hurt him a little bit. I guess I'm good no matter what. I should be good. I can gain the abandoned mine. Oh, whoops. I think this is okay. This isn't quite okay, but it's okay-ish. Probably there's a way to like save the madman. Okay. So the hop should be for another hop. I probably lost an action in there or something. Maybe better, well, I'm not sure. I like my deck. Now I like it way better than his, given what just happened. We're not there yet, but it's pretty close to start looking for finishes. We want to get hermits back and play them, and also draw stuff somehow. Does that sound right? It's technically a little safer to do the silver. Okay. Again, I would prefer not to give him a 3 pile if I can avoid that. When he doesn't have... Well, I guess he has 3 madmen. So he can go pretty big. He didn't quite have the gains I have. I'm at 6, so it would be good to threaten 8 one way or another. Good-ish. Well, there are ways to get to that. Sorry. Let's see if he'll let me undo. I just forgot that I need to do the action with the advance. Well, I keep getting madmen in my opening hand, so I don't have much room to complain. I can play one recruiter. See if I find the imp to make the madman a little better. I hope I haven't given him a pile out, but that seems unlikely. Oh, geez. Never mind. So, yeah, I could have got a salvager at some point. That would have been reasonable. Then I could have been doing... Well, I probably needed to feed silver still, so... anyway, I may have a death card finish here. Particularly if one of those guys has buy. He gets a province. That's reasonable. I need 8 gains now because of stuff. I can also do pretty big province. He doesn't have. You know, if I do 5 provinces or something, that's pretty safe. But I have 4 horns, so that could do the horns. And then the hermits. Technically, I can keep gaining this death card and then putting it back in the trash with my rogue and my grave robber and my other thing. So, okay, we didn't find that. We probably don't need the Devil's Workshop. We're not guaranteed to draw though, so I think I'll keep it for now. Okay. Now I just gotta check. I don't really know that I need to even draw anything that I'm gaining from the pile outs. Oh, no, that won't work. Okay. That won't work. I can gain like 5 provinces though. That's pretty good. I think I can gain 5 provinces. Gotta think. There may be a finish. I mean, sort of the unfortunate. I don't have the hermits already, so that makes it tougher, but because I can. Okay, let's see. Let's say I gain a. If I gain the death card, then I draw. Then I grave robber the death card into a death card, and then I. Rogue the other death card. That would be a win if and only if there's a buy. If and only if there's a ruin market in there. Right? Well, I can't get the one in the trash, of course. Right, so if I got the death card, I mean, there may be some other line, like grave robbing something else into grave robbing an imp into something. I don't know. I'm pretty okay with the line of play that says let's just keep on keeping on this style of six provinces should be pretty safe as well. Which I can also do. I need to count unique. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do 6. How is he going to gain a bunch of duchies? He doesn't have a way to do that currently. I just don't gain the madmen back right away. And I'll be a little low on... I gotta count again. I'm paranoid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's do it this way. He has to get so many duchies. And I can still work on the 3 pile. And he apparently does not have his madman. There maybe was just a straight up guaranteed win on my turn. That wouldn't surprise me in the tiniest amount. But this is just a points play. Like I don't know if it's half VP, but it's like super close to half VP. Well, technically, no, that's not feasible. So there's 21, 27, 30 something points left. Just not in there. So I will advance to the next round, where I'm playing Warfrat, who eliminated me in the Intrigue Mixed tournament. So maybe my nemesis for these Intrigue tournaments. I mean, not Intrigue, these Mixed tournaments. This super does not matter. Like, this is half VP. I definitely was lucky to start with Madman every hand. I mean, the imps will. I didn't never like use imp to draw into Madman, though. It technically decreases my chance of dutting somewhat. Anyway, thanks for watching. See y'all later.